Breaking news continues tonight. Just coming into the newsroom at this time, South Dakota Senator and Senate Majority Leader John Thune releasing a statement regarding the Israeli airstrikes in Iran that we told you about at the top of this newscast. The senator saying in part, quote, "Today Israel has determined that it must take decisive action to defend the Israeli people. The United States Senate stands ready to work with President Trump and with our allies in Israel to restore peace in the region and, first and foremost, to defend the American people from Iranian aggression, especially our troops and civilians serving overseas." Stay with Dakota News Now, both on air and online, as we continue to bring you the very latest happenings in the Middle East tonight.